Matthew Linn is a Caddo Parish Commissioner, and good morning, Mr. Matthew. How are you today?
Good morning, Robert. Good morning, Aaron.
Morning.
How are y'all doing today?
Good.
Okay, so proposed changes at the Caddo Parish Animal Shelter. What are those? And I guess sort of the secondary question is, are they going to cost anybody anything?
What we are doing right now, which is under implementation, which we have agreement with the city of Shreveport on, is the Trap, Neuter, and Return program, which decreases the euthanasia of the cats at the shelter and at the same time does not increase the population of what it is currently. Of course, if a person does have a nuisance cat, they can choose that the cat not be returned, and so the cat would be taken away permanently. Our numbers have gone down. If you look at the core function of the Caddo Parish Animal Shelter, our primary goal is to reduce euthanasia of the animals in Caddo Parish and reduce stray population at the same time. Our numbers have decreased drastically from 18 years ago being in the 90s to right now being in the 40% range, which is quite a bit better than where we were even a couple of years ago, which was about 75%. And so those numbers have gotten better. Now we've done it kicking and screaming and have needed the help of the citizens and 710 KEEL along the way to help us get there, because it really takes calling your parish commissioner and getting your parish commissioner to visit with our administrator to make this happen.
Shreveport Times is reporting that you're going to redesign your IT services and contract with third parties. When you talk about the IT services, I guess this involves better use of the computers and more training for the staff?
What this involves is use of computers. The commission body has voted repeatedly to either upgrade Pet Point or buy a similar system to Pet Point that would allow a paperless trail at the animal shelter, a hands-off. Now, what this is going to take is training a lot of people in computer literacy and using the computer. And if you can't learn, new technology, just like every other aspect of the whole world, you're going to get left behind. And the animal shelter should be no different from that. We need to embrace technology as a way to stop duplication of effort and as a way to streamline services and as a way to stop accidentally putting down the wrong animal.
Matthew, you said a second ago that the commission has repeatedly voted to, as far as the implementation of these improvements, IT services et al. Repeatedly voted to, does that mean you've met with resistance from the animal shelter? Why hasn't it happened until now if you've repeatedly wanted to do it?
Well, ultimately, the parish can vote to do stuff. However, the administration actually has to do it. The commissioners are not in charge of any department. All we have is a conversation with the administration.
So pardon me.
If the administration chooses not to do it, then we're stuck.
Then why do you think they're going to do it this time if they haven't previously?
Because the citizens are calling the commission body in a fashion to where all of the commissioners are on board asking for this. And so we need the commissioners to say, we want this. Something has to change. If the rest of the nation can improve their numbers and the rest of the nation can get better, then surely we can also.
Talking to Matthew Linn, Caddo Commissioner, is privatization still an option down the road?
Well, the study that was done on privatization, I think that a few friends and myself, Dan KEEL included, probably could have written that report on one page and not charged the parish anything for it. Mm-hmm. And basically what it says is that if you can do it and increase services and not increased fees, do it. And if you can't do it without increasing fees and increasing services, don't do it. That's the 9-page report. That's basically what it says, which you don't need a report to tell you that.
Are you optimistic at this point that things are going to get better?
I'm an optimistic kind of guy. I'm always optimistic, and I'm a fighter too. And so you kick and scream, and you fight and you rage against the machine, and you continue to do that until changes happen. And if changes for the betterment don't happen, you'll see me out on the curb picketing with the animal rights activists, just like I did a few years ago when we were demanding change. And you'll see me coming on 710 KEEL or writing articles with the Shreveport Times and discussing what I think are the problems and how we need to best address them.
And there's going to be an Animal Services Committee meeting on Thursday, correct?
There will be a meeting Thursday, and of course, also with kicking and screaming when things aren't going right, I need to compliment them when things are going well, and I'm complimenting Caddo Parish Animal Services right now because they are headed in the right direction and they are doing a good job. And the director, the acting director, I believe is capable, and it's of most importance that we give him all of the tools and everything that he needs to be successful. I equated it to, sending a fireman into a burning building wearing his skivvies, and we can't do that. We have to give him all the protection and all of the gear he needs in order to be successful in putting out the fire.